But like, what do you think of Valentine's Day? What is love like? What do you think love is? Do you believe in God? Like, if God was to exist, do you reckon he would be loving? It is February. I don't know what day it is actually, but we're going to do some street interviews today, ask some people about Valentines, see what their opinions are, see if we can get some conversations with God, evangelism, stuff like that. Hopefully it goes well. We see a group of people we're going to infiltrate. Well, like, what do you think of Valentine's Day?
I think Valentine's Day is good. It's a good time to show like appreciation for people around you that you love.
I don't think much of Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I don't even know what day it is, to be honest.
No, that's fair.
I think it's quite overrated if you're single, but it'd be quite cute if you're like with someone.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good, to be honest. Just like a way to express your love with the people you love, you know?
I think it's quite cute.
I think it's like alright, but I think it might be a bit overhyped.
What is love?
Just like being comfortable enough with someone to show who you are.
You've got all sorts of different types of loves, because you've got loves in relationships, then with your family, and you can love your friends.
Yeah.
I love this man, like, very much.
I don't really know, because I don't really know the feeling. I don't even know if there's a feeling of love.
When you can be around someone and you just feel like so safe, or like their home, kind of.
Well, love is something we give to one another. It's for the other person, I'd say.
Yeah.
I feel like people just think feeling good is love when you've got to go through like the bad times with people as well. I think that's what makes like how you like truly love someone, you know?
Yeah.
If you're there for everything with them.
The others, it doesn't have to be physical. I think you can love a lot of things. Like, it doesn't have to be people, it can be sport or like a book or something like that.
How do you show love?
Making sure they're happy as well as you're happy. Yeah, same. Like, I agree with her.
I don't know, sometimes like small compliments that can stick with them for a while, or even just like letting them know, like telling them like I love you.
I show my love to my friends very differently to how I show love to like my family and my girlfriend. So it depends on who the person is and how they like to be treated.
Yeah.
I think it's just like small things, like buying people gifts.
Just like, you can like show gestures of love.
Gestures of love, yeah.
Just doing things for other people, I guess.
Like being there for them, like making sure they're doing things right, making sure like they're eating healthy, like doing things like good for them.
Definitely just like making time to go and see them. I like doing activities with people, so definitely that.
Can you think of someone or anything that was an ultimate act of love?
No, not really.
No?
My parents.
Yeah, same as him, just friends and family, really.
It's got to be parents, right?
Yeah.
That's it, really. I think it's just parents.
Yes, I can, and that's Jesus. He came as the ultimate expression of selfless love for us by dying on the cross for our sin.
When I was homeless, like I was living in the woods, and a few people like let me sleep at their house, you know.
Yeah.
And obviously that's like a bit of a disturbance, but they actually like really cared for me there.
Something recent that happened, my mum bought me flowers because I was having a bad day. So that's like something little that just like shows she was like thinking about it.
The church I go to, people often help like homeless people or people in need, and that's the main way I see it. Yeah, I think just the little things, like my mum making me breakfast this morning when I was a bit late.
Say like my dad, he's like giving me some pretty good advice, and I know he wouldn't give that to anyone else who he didn't love, you know.
Do you think love should be self-sacrificial?
With some types of love, I think you get more from giving to the person than you do from getting from the person, and I think that's it's a good sign to know if you're in love or not.
It's got to be selfless. It's got to be something that's not about us. And I think that's the best kind of love, is that selfless love for another person. And actually you feel better for doing that.
Yeah, I'd say most of the time you want it to be around 50-50, but it's give or take,
Yeah.
I know, I'd say it's got to be even, 50-50.
Yeah, you need to like love yourself in order to love someone else as well.
Yeah.
Definitely love yourself.
But like sometimes they might need you more and then you might need them more. Like it just depends on how people like are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say for it to be fair, probably most of the time be 50-50. But yeah.
So Jesus and the Bible and God, I know it says a lot about love. And the most famous verse actually in the Bible is John 3:16. And basically a spark notes of it is that basically it says that God so loved the world that he gave his only son to die, which is Jesus. A lot of people know that the story of the cross. Like everyone learned about that in school. That whoever believes in him will not perish but have eternal life. The reason I just wanted to quote that is just because like God says that he is love and like God is love. But like what do you think about that? Like do you believe in God? Are you religious anyway? Like you can be like really honest about it.
Personally, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm religious. I'm definitely not like a Christian, but I feel like I'm not against any of the ideas. Like I'm open to accept things like that.
Personally, I don't believe in God.
I mean, I don't believe. I'm an atheist, but I'm not going to tell anyone how to live their life and what they should believe. It's just personal beliefs, personal thoughts, and everyone's entitled to it.
Yes, I do. If you knew my story, you'd understand why I don't just believe in Jesus. I love Jesus and trust him with my whole heart.
I think God's kind of more like to do with your heart and to do with, you know, that's somebody you look up to, and it's like a role model for you to look up to, and he's always looking out for you.
I do believe in God, but I feel like every religion has something to take from, but there's like a good path and a bad path. It depends who you're going to follow.
Kind of a complicated thing. I went to a religious primary school. Some of my family are religious, but it's one of those things I never really know.
I personally know, but I can understand why people would.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, so I was brought up like that, but I also obviously I went through confirmation, which is where you sort of decide whether you really want to be.
I'm pretty atheist, I would say, but I still think the messages that religion and Christianity in general can portray is pretty good for people in need or people that want to have strong beliefs like that, to give them something to live for in life almost.
I mean, I'm a Christian, and but I've been brought up through it.
But like, I know that there's something there, but I'm not really like that far into it.
I don't personally believe in it, but like I understand why people do, and I know why. Like I know people who do.
Do you think that God is loving?
Yeah. I say like we can create the love within us, and then if you follow God, you can you can create the love within yourself.
Yeah.
No, I think he definitely is all loving.
I reckon he would love everyone.
Omnibenevolent.
Yep.
Yeah, still love. All love.
Yeah, I reckon he would as well.
I think he can be all loving. I think it's just how people, I don't know, it's people's own actions that can cause things like that, to cause the hate.
I think if there was a God, he would be someone that accepts everyone and loves everyone for who they are and what they are.
I think he could be loving. Like obviously stuff goes wrong, but
I think he probably could be loving, but like also so many things happen to, I'd like to say, innocent people that is like, it's a 50-50 of like, why would he let that happen?
Yeah, I think it's complicated, but I think he is loving.
If you're wondering why we made this video, it's just 1, to share the message of God, share the message of Jesus. 2, to show other Christians that you can have conversations with people on the streets. People are willing to have conversations, people are open. And the 3rd reason is, if you're not a Christian, hopefully we just gave you something to think about. And yeah, if you guys like this video, whoever is watching, please can you like and share? It helps us out a ton, guys. And yeah, I would just appreciate that. I hope you have a lovely evening, day, whatever you're doing right now. I don't know. I hope you're having a wonderful time doing it. Yeah. All right. Brilliant.